Hello. Hello and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Football. Actually, this will be my local yokel show, but I'm going to repeat the first 10 minutes here. I'm in the city of Rouge. And what a fine city it is here, but I'm here to cover the Rouge Panthers against Muskegon Mona Shores. But I got to walk to the stadium yet, Panther Stadium. So I parked near the Coolidge Inn. There's a cool hardware store that has a paint can sticking out the front side. Rouge, though, where hard work lives. And it was a cool moon day. The moon is going to set here shortly. It's near the horizon, but for a little bit I'm going to get it a little crescent shape there before it sets down yonder by the horizon. There's all these fuel trucks that run by and get loaded up in Rouge because it's the heart of industry. Yes, indeedy. Rouge, I think, is their claim to fame, among other things, is Zug Island. I checked out a map, and Zug Island's part of their gig. Hey, little train action here. Yeah, it's quite the active railroad line running north-south through the downriver communities. But I came up here. It's the third quarter already. This is week number 2 of the regular season. There is 9 weeks in the regular season, and if you run all the way to the championship game that they will host out at Ford Field on Thanksgiving Day weekend, you will have 5 playoff games. So you could play a total of 14 games in the high school. And this stadium here is brought to you by D&Q Staffing Solutions. So they have naming rights for the high school stadiums now. But they would not let people in if you weren't there for the start of the game. Don't think you can be a late to bloom kind of person and catch that game later on. Oh no. They shut the admission gates down, I think, for security reasons and the like, even though the game wasn't sold out or anything. But they're just worried about shenanigans and all that. So I was not allowed to enter. I love the Google Maps feature. It tells you exactly where you're at. So I'm right where that blue dot is. And the football field park or whatever is just the other side of the fence here. There was a throw to the end zone, but they did not connect. I think this is Muskegon's bus. Here we go. Catch this. Got close to maybe the 2-yard line or so. It's hard to see the perspective. But Muskegon is going in for another score. I think Muskegon's either Division 2 or Division 3. It's all based on enrollment. There's 8 divisions. Here's a sweep. Oh, yeah, he got in that time. So, yeah, Muskegon, they're going for the extra point here. It's up. And it's good. All right. But that makes the guest, Muskegon, 21 points. Rouge, the goose egg. So that's not good. Not good at all. So the band was relatively quiet. They have a very active band, and don't touch that dial because the band is what we're really here for. Unfortunately, Rouge ran into a juggernaut. They have a tough schedule because they're an independent team. So they play some tough people. They don't sugarcoat their schedule or pad it with cupcakes or snowflakes or whatever. No, they have a very tough schedule. This is the way you do the tickets now. GoFan is an app you can download on your phone. There's the QR code that will get you started. They have their big rock out here. And Rouge, the Panthers just scored a nice catch, and I'm kicking myself because I missed it. I wasn't quick draw enough. But I'm on the outside looking in. I got to go through the fence here. In some cases, we got to see through two fences. But the Panthers are going for two and could have had it. It was right in his mitts, but he dropped it like a hot potato. So the score remains 21-6, and that's the way it'll pretty much end. 62 degrees, so a nice football evening with the weather like. Yeah, I was just relaxing outside the fence, sitting down. I'm going to check out Memorial Park. It says busier than usual, and that's because it's the site of the River Rouge days, and I did not know that all this was going down. But yeah, apparently the week after Labor Day is when River Rouge has their big to-do. So they'll all have all their amusement rides and all that kind of stuff. I'll take a quick look there in a little bit. Don't touch that dial. But here's the high schools, and I like this. They don't do this in college or pros or anything like that, but for high school, they have the traditional handshake at the 50-yard line at the end of a game. So they have that good sportsmanship thing. Again, those are another fuel tanker, probably coming back to get a refill. But yeah, the band is going to carry on. They are quite a spirited band. I am impressed with these guys. I've known about these guys for years. So yeah, we're going to follow them through. They are going to march from the gridiron here back to the field house where they keep the band equipment overnight and the like. They have dancing girls here too that are part of it. And they have cheerleaders, and then they have the flag-waving girls. They got the whole kit and caboodle. Oh, yeah, they got a lot of energy, but I'm going to try to keep up with them. Okay, now the band will be exiting the stands, and they're going to queue up here, and then they're going to march all the way back to the high school here. So we're going to follow along. So hold on to your hat. Yeah, you're along for the ride. So they got to get everybody in formation and queued up. And then Muskegon has their locker room. You got to let them into the locker room. But yeah, I'll be able to quiet, and we'll just march all along with them from here to there kind of thing. It's a big to-do, so I like the way they do this. I'm hooked. I'm a band groupie. So just before 10 o'clock on September 6th, hey, we're getting ready to go. Here we are. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, we're just getting started. We got a ways to go yet, but follow along. This is not too hard, but let's do this. The band director is the gentleman with the white megaphone kind of thing, but he's dictating to them how they got to go about their business. But they're going to make a left-hand turn here and enter the school grounds. Okay, they march here till the end where the band auditorium is, but they need somebody to unlock the door yet, too. But not to worry. my evil twin was enjoying this too, but yeah, they're having a lot of fun. There's a process to this whole thing. We're not even close to being done yet. They all got their individual style here. Okay, they open the doors and it's ladies first. They could all just waltz right in, but no, they got their own style going down, and I love it. Pizza to boot? Oh my gosh, that's why they're working so hard. Follow them right in because I knew the fun was just going to continue, but it was a closed door meeting type thing, but wow. Yeah, go Panthers. Oh, talk about a spirited group. I could watch that all night long, these guys. Oh, more train action. You gotta love it. Who doesn't like trains, right? Everybody likes trains. It's like the Lions, too. Everybody loves the Lions. All right, they had the River Rouge days, and they have a parade on the Saturday, the day following here. I was thinking about seeing it. These old school or old time city parades are fun. That's the Reno building. They had trouble with the, I think it was the elevators and then also the heating system over this last winter. They needed to get that fixed. Here's the post office, though. Look at the railroad locomotive up front in front of the building. This building's available. Look at this. They got a phone number and a website there. I'm thinking of calling. Look at this. And then an airplane, a prop engine plane. That is really cool. And then round out the trio here. What do you think this is? If you guess boat, that's right. You can see the steam billowing away from the ship there. That is kick-ass. Man, this is a nice building. Yeah, WTF. What the hell? Let's do something here. Then on just down the street, Burke Street, they have the public library. Then I walked back to the Coolidge Inn, which is a bar, and they're in a kick-ass building here, too. Trzynski, a good Irish name. But no, I came back. Here's the Brown Derby Bar. I guess they're remodeling it. It's not open. You can get live bait. And then this place has a good vibe to it. They got the, they kind of got the rainbow colors. Go figure. That makes the hair on the back of people's necks stand out. But yeah, there's diversity. All right, well, here along Jefferson Avenue, they have a Dairy Queen, they have a McDonald's, and again, River Rouge, the heart of industry. Definitely. But I made it to Memorial Park, the annual River Rouge Days. So they have a big top tent. So it ran Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3-day. And we're going to catch some live music out here. This is great. They have a beer tent set up, and I think this is the last group of the evening. But yeah, we'll catch some live music. This is always fun. Is that Gene Simmons? The guy from Kiss? Wow, did he come out here to the River Rouge Days? That's pretty cool. There's a cowbell in there somewhere. I'm trying to catch that. Oh, and then they raffled off a guitar. They had like a 50-50 raffle. So here's a guitar in this cardboard box. So they got an axe. If you got an axe to grind, he's got one right there. He says he doesn't play, but the musician said give it to your nephew or niece or grandchild, whatever. Figure something out. So yeah, there's a happy camper. All right, back to the music. Is that MC Hammer? No, you got to fight for your right to party. This is like a national anthem type thing, like a party song. Yeah. Oh, the horror of it all. Can't do that. Truer words were never spoken. You gotta fight for your right to party, for sure. Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Hey, and they got elephant ears here, too. Deep fried candy bars. I kid you not, the River Rouge police were buzzing up and back all over the place. They were on an agenda tonight. They were just flying, and they were flying in groups of 5, 6, 7 cop cars. It was crazy, and they had a whole bunch of them that were undercover, too. We'll see that in a little bit. And they have a tank here, too, so if you wanted to get out of line, they're going to fire a tank at you, so don't even think about it. I think the amusement ride, there's a helicopter there. You can hardly see it. They got the heavy artillery. But, yeah, I think the amusement rides may be shut down at 10 o'clock. I got here a little bit late because of the football game, Friday Night Football. But, yeah, here's all these unmarked cop cars, and they're going down into the neighborhood down there. And there must have been some kind of disagreement, so they were talking. All right, so here's the next day. I go to MHSAA.com. Southgate Anderson and Allen Park. Now, that game went to overtime. Allen Park won 20-19 in overtime. So I probably should have stayed and stuck with that game. As it turns out, I wasn't even allowed to enter Panther Stadium. Okay, Dearborn played Westland John Glenn, and they lost 21-17. And let's see, Annapolis and Etzel Ford, they both lost also. The local teams weren't doing that good. We'll have to see if something shakes out by the end of the year. Livonia Franklin and Fortson. And Livonia Franklin beat Fortson. So Fortson starting out the year 0 wins and 2 losses. Yeah, and same with Dearborn. And same with Etzel Ford. Robichaud has 2 wins, I believe, and so does Crestwood. I'm going to have to double check all that. There's a flower update. Oh, yeah, I was showing the alarms going off. The first Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the emergency alarms go off. But somehow in Dearborn Heights, we had one go off at 1 and one go off at 1:09 or whatever. All right, well, Notre Dame lost. Oh, the horror of that. Oh, my Lord. They should have been part of the Big Ten, but they were kind of snobby, Notre Dame was. So, yeah, Northern Illinois out of the MAC conference beat high and mighty Notre Dame. It was a great day. All right. Beaumont, these might be collector's items. It's now called Corwell. It started out Oakwood Hospital, but these are footsies, but they have the Beaumont logo on it. So maybe up on eBay I could get millions and billions of dollars because those might be collector's items, those footsies. It's no longer called Beaumont anymore. It's Corwell. And those were lightly used, only used once. I'll have you know, so that even makes it more elusive. And they were large size. All right, there's a look at the moon again. Kind of a sliver, and the camcorder's having trouble filling it in a little bit. It's kind of like the lines aren't well defined there. I got to pull back a little bit. If you get too close, it's like kidney shaped. We're in the water winter wonderland. They got a puff club over here. And they got Chinese food. Dynasty in a Subway. Yeah, oh, well, the next gig I'm going to do is some more live music action, but this is going to be the Daily in the Alley. And this is on the campus of Wayne State University, so we're warrior strong. But yeah, they have some music here. The Daily in the Alley is held the first Saturday after Labor Day. So Labor Day was on the 2nd this year, so this is Saturday the 7th of September. Look at that, place is available on Anthony Wayne Drive. But yeah, Wayne State is an anchor in the Midtown neighborhood for sure. Look at the people dancing and all, carrying on. Dancing type stuff, you know. They have a little bit to drink to kind of loosen things up, and then the music's playing, and then before long people start moving their tootsie around and stuff. This Daily in the Alley is not advertised or popularized. They don't even have to go out and let people know what's going down. It's just rule of thumb. People know this event happens the first Saturday after Labor Day. And if you miss it, you snooze, you lose kind of thing. But if you're in the know, you'll mark your calendar each and every year. This is one of the stages. So this is the 2024 Daily in the Alley. And it's a good people watching event. If you like people watching, and who doesn't, there's a lot of diversity in people. And trust me, if we were all alike, it'd be boring as all get out. So it's good that people are different. It makes it exciting and kind of interesting to check out that people go about their business in a different way than you do. And a lot of people, their art, they put the alley cats all over, so there'll be pictures of the alley cats. But yeah, look at the crowd. Sometimes you don't even need a band performing. You can just have a DJ spinning tunes, and that's enough to get people into it and stuff. So you can see people. That's looking back into the alley. You got to be good on your feet, watch your step. You play a little of the pinball type stuff when you're walking around, but you know, it's basically a younger crowd. It's the whippersnappers, the kids going to school and stuff. But there were a lot of older folk like myself that just like to tap into that youth energy, the youth spirit or whatever. You know, they have an energy level, and you can live vicariously through these younger kids or try to capture the action. You see the moon down yonder, way down there. It's kind of hovering above the horizon. Here, the police, they were the eye in the sky, and then they have cameras and all this kind of stuff, so they were on top of it. My evil twin, even if my evil twin had high hopes of doing something bad, it wasn't going to go down.
I said mic check. I said 1, 2. I said mic check. I said 1. Yeah.
They were doing a sound check here. You got to keep moving because, you know, there'll be a performance and they'll run through the course and then they'll stop and then they got to set up, you know, tear down and then set up for the next act. So it's a recurring thing. So if one stage there's no music, you just keep moving and you'll catch something. Here, pick your button. You had a choice of 5. So I was trying to pick out the right one here because, this war in the Middle East is just crazy. And we need a human solution. I'm not sure thoughts and prayers or, you know, praying for a religious solution just ain't going to happen. The people in the Middle East, apparently, they just don't get along. You know, and they're just at it tooth and nail, and they just want to kill each other till the end, you know. But we need a humanist solution. I don't think you're going to get a religious solution to that Middle East. Just saying. But I'm here all in fun anyways. So back to the action. Look at the crowd. They're moving. Some of the people were doing like break dancing and that kind of stuff, and then different generations, a youngster here will step in and try a shot at it here. Yeah, a lot of times you got to get the younger kids started on stuff like that, you know, get the next generation involved and just continue it going on. So, I love you, Marcus Market. So they were selling goodies over there, drinkables, I think. They had this fenced off, the whole thing around the deal, so they had good security and all that. Oh, yeah, but there's, oh crap. They let rainbow cats in, apparently. Oh, register to vote. That's key. Even if you're going to vote for the orange guy, it's still good to vote and say you were part of the system. I would suggest not voting for the orange guy because he's in it for the billionaires. He's not in it for the common man. If you're rich as all get out, sure, go ahead and vote for Trump. But if you want a dictatorship, if you want a dictatorship, vote for Trump. But if you want a democracy where you have the right for free speech and you're not going to get thrown in the gulag because you have opposition to Trump, he's going to go on his retribution tour. Egads. But look at the crowd here. It's a lot of fun. Look at all the alley cats. And I didn't do it this year, but you could kind of climb up the balcony type thing, the stairs they have in the back to get a better view, but I behaved a little bit. But yeah, the people watching's just fabulous. A lot of interesting people in Detroit for sure. Tie-dyed clothing. That's part of it too, is the shopping. And you can buy beer also, so it's beer infused. Here's a map of the lay of the land. So Daily in the Alley, see all those happy cats there? And they even have their own QR code. If you buy beer, it helps support their cause. So do that in more than just one, too, I might add. It will help with the experience. This is where they have a couple garages where you can buy the beer. It was $7, and then tips help out the cause, too. So this, I got a Ghetto Blaster in a can, and this is a Detroit-style beer. Alrighty, it's a mild ale, and yeah, I'm going to do it up. Plus, they have merchandise. You can get up. The posters are really cool. I should have gotten a close-up of the poster, but they have T-shirts and all that other good stuff, too, so you can support the cause. Yeah, definitely vote, just one way or the other. Do your civic duty, then you can say at least you were part of the process. Living my best daily. Yeah, there are all sorts of these daily signs. I like the signs. Very demure. That's a big thing right now, is to be demure. You didn't know that, did you? Well, now you know. These young people come up with their own little catchphrases and all that. This was a big photo op thing, this one poster here. And then there's another good one here. North Cass Community Union. I think this was the 45th year or something like that. They've been going at this party for a while now. And it's well organized and well done. It's a dog-friendly event, too. Plus, if you want to bring the kids, too, it's kid-friendly for the kids. They can check it all out and see how it all goes down. Oh, look at this. The gay agenda. Brunch, they got to check. Dogs, they got to check. Destroy America. Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh, that's the hidden agenda. Who knew? Wow. Oh, my Lord, who knew? But they like to daily. Anyways, this is Light Show Bob.
Green Acres Park, Hazel Park. You can bring a tent, hang out, camp if you want. Let's just look up Light Show Bob. I got a few flyers here. Tasha Owens is a headliner on Saturday night. If anybody knows Tasha, she's badass. Come check it out, grab a flyer. This is also my 21st year being involved in the Dally.
Oh, this is the lineup for the entertainment. And they had great action for the bands. They had line dancing. And yeah, let's listen here a little bit. These kids were having too much fun, I tell you. What's going on here? Yeah, but this is the group Pharaoh. They were getting the crowd all worked up. Keep it in the corridor for sure, the Cass corridor. Down where the stadium or the Little Caesars Arena is, they want to call it District Detroit. Oh, gag me with a spoon. It's like stick your finger down your throat and puke. District Detroit? Really? No, the Cass corridor has a much better ring to it. There's the lower Cass corridor, and then there's like the middle Cass corridor if you want to go to that extreme. But yeah, Cass Avenue runs through the heart and up into Wayne State. But all right, I'm right where that blue dot is. And so art is everywhere. So yeah, there's King Kwame. He's flashing the cash. More signs. If you're into cats, this is a good place for you. There were a lot of alley cats. It's more of a cat event than a dog type thing, although there were a few dogs around. Here's all these buildings have like names to them. I like that little side window there. And a lot of people, yeah, when you go to an event like this, you know, it's just not one thing. It's layers of things. So you had the music, you had the art, the shopping, but food is a big part of it. And drinking. Did I mention drinking? Drinking is a big part of it too. But drinking and food go hand in hand along with the music and the dancing and the carrying on. I love Detroit for sure. Oh, gosh, I never get bored when I go to the big city. There's the Dirty Show logo. And, yeah, you know, that was it. So, yeah, I'll press stop. We get the Honolulu blue screen. Yeah, it's only 52 minutes in. Boy, I could babble on for 8 minutes, but I think I'll share you the grief of having to go through that. But actually what I'm going to do, I'm doing this on Sunday afternoon. It's around 6 in the afternoon. But the Lions are going to be playing at 8:20. It's Sunday Night Football. So I'm going to cut this short so I can prepare and head to downtown Detroit and catch the party glow of the preparation for the Lions' first game of the year. And they are hosting the L.A. Rams. Matthew Stafford is their quarterback. That name seems to ring a bell. But the Lions have to win to get off to a good start. There's a lot of hype, but hopefully they still got that grit that they had last year and can apply it here to game one and then just carry that through the rest of the season. So anyways, I think I'm going to make this a local yokel show. And then I got a third show that I do the Motor Capital Oldies. So I pull one out of the archives and air that. But I think because I had so much video that I accumulated with since Labor Day that I think I'm not going to do an oldie. I'm going to air the Lions video. So I'm going to put the cart in front of the horse. I don't have any Lions video yet, but I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. If they win, definitely it goes on. If they lose, maybe I won't air it. Maybe I'll throw an oldie on there. We'll have to see. But I have to have faith, right? That's what they always tell you. Have faith. Okay, I got faith. But anyways, yeah, our common man. I have faith in the common man. I'm a humanist. Let's do things, let's, as humans, do the right thing. And we got to solve this issue in the Middle East and solve the conflict in Ukraine. We don't need authoritarian leaders. We don't need dictators. We want to celebrate our 250th birthday in America That will be in the year 2026. So mark your calendars. And hopefully we don't have a dictator running the show. Hopefully we're smarter than that. So when you vote, please think about it before you give this guy his get out of jail free card, because that's the reason he's running. He wants to stay out of jail. Holy crap, he tried to overthrow our government. He lost the election and then was going to overthrow our government. Wow, kazowie. Did people see January 6th? Man, I've watched a video and just scratching my head how close we came to having a revolution. Holy crap. Wow. Do people really want that three-ring circus? A guy that's going to trim your Social Security and your Medicare and that kind of stuff, and then give tax breaks to billionaires? Oh, my Lord. What are people thinking? They want a strong man, but his buddy is Putin. That's his comrade. That's his buddy, Putin. He hangs out with all these crazy dictators. Kim Jong-un, this is like his buddy, his best friend. They send each other love letters. You remember when all that went down? They were calling them love letters. Holy crap. And Netanyahu's no better either. And they say that as long as the war in the Middle East is going, he can keep his job. But as soon as the war is over, they can maybe boot him out of office. So you know what that means. He's going to constantly be warring. So if not the Palestinians, he's going to poke the eye in the Lebanese and the Iraqi and the Iran, anybody in the Middle East. And then we'll hear that knee-jerk type thing, well, Israel has the right to protect themselves. And yes, they do. But stop poking the eye in all your neighbors, or poking the stick in the eye of all your neighbors, if I can get that analogy right. But yeah, they're provoking everything. They have all those settlements in the what's the other one? There's the Golan Heights. The West Bank is the one. Boy, they got peppered all these settlements through the West Bank, and they're not supposed to be doing that, but yet they do, right? Yet they do. And so then they don't like anyone else, any of the other neighbors, so they'll provoke a response. Now they got Hezbollah in Lebanon that's upset. They killed people in Iran, I guess, so they got them upset. So they're going to provoke all these people in the Middle East, and they're going to have retribution, or they're going to fight back, and then Israel will respond and say, well, we have a right to defend ourselves, so here we go, tit for tat, and we're just going to constantly have this thing, and then the U.S. is going to pay for all those bombs. So right now, to the tune of 40,000 dead Palestinians, where are we at? The number's still increasing. But Israel's pretty much leveled Palestine, right? So now they're looking for something else to attack. They pretty much destroyed the whole, it's not even a country, whatever, the occupied land. Oh, wow, I guess I am going to run this out till the top of the hour. I didn't really mean to. But, yeah, I only got 2 minutes to go or something, so. Whew. But, no, we need to have people outspoken and just not, oh, well, it's halfway around the world. Let's not worry about it. No, it is kind of important, and we should figure this out once and for all, because there's always a conflict in the Middle East, and it's religious-based, you know. So I guess depending on which God you want to believe in or whatever. But then they say it's all the Abrahamic religions. In the Middle East, you have the Jewish people, the Muslim people, and the Christian people. But they're all based off the Abrahamic thing and have their roots in that, a little bit all in the Bible. But yet they want to fight over this this land, tooth and nail. And it just goes on and on and on and on. And I don't know how other people feel. I'll just tell you, I am just tired of all this in the Middle East. There's more to worry about than just that part. We have a big world. Well, I like to say small world USA. but there's a lot of the world, and so we just can't. This conflict in the Middle East, we can't let that just keep going on, and then we have the World War III kind of things. But I think there's some biblical type stuff to it. People are prophesizing, the end of the world. So yeah, there's always religious overtones to everything. And thoughts and prayers, I don't think are really going to solve this. I think it's going to be humans sitting down and coming to some kind of conclusion. It might take a lot of discussion. Maybe even we can, if humans can't figure it out, maybe the AI thing will plug it into the artificial intelligence computer and see what it spits out. Anyways, that's going to do it. Folks, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great week or weekend, and take care. Good night.